All right, so next in the arena, we've got Madison Foster riding Revelwood Desmond. So this horse was bred by Revelwood Warmblood Stud. It's owned by Linda and Madison Foster. Linda's her mom. The horse is sired by Desperados and out of Revelwood Florentine, who most people are quite familiar with. She's a mare by Ferrero Rocher, who was competed here for quite a long time. This is a 13-year-old horse, and Maddie is based in Pitt Town. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the surname Foster, it's been around for a long time. Her mother, Linda, is a well-known and respected FEI rider. And Maddie, obviously, from that background, rode as a young rider, was put straight on a horse, rode her whole life. She was a very successful competitor as a junior and up until the age of 15, when her heart went into competitive dance. About 10 years later, she came back to dressage. She's now balancing corporate life as a commercial lawyer and back riding a year, got Desmond about a year ago. And she's had a really good season at Advanced, and they're about to step up to Prix St. George, and she's looking for Desmond to start her Grand Prix career. So she's noted for me that his constant cheekiness and eagerness to please has made him a favorite around the stable. All right, so Maddie, Sandy will ring the bell in just a minute, and you'll be riding the 5-3, advanced 5-3.
Yesterday's notice at some point? No.
Because then I have to say who used to be here.
Active entry, could be a bit straighter into the halt, slight tension at the salute, still a 7. Shows engagement, tempo maintained, could come up a little bit more in the shoulders, a little bit more activity behind, 7. Transition, 7. Hind legs could work a little more under the body to come more up in the shoulders, 6.5. Well collected, could show more supple top line, 7. Well engaged, show a bit more activity, 7. Clear transitions, top line to be more supple, 7. Some tension in the halt, fluid but a bit hasty, rein back, 6.5. Well collected, could show more suppleness of the top line, 7. Could carry a bit more behind, a little bit more lift through the shoulders, still a 7. Fluid transition, walk to be more active, but clear in the rhythm, 7. Shows a clear rhythm, needs more energy, forward, more overtrack and more connection, 6.5. To be more clear into the canter, more uphill, 6. Nicely forward, transitions to be more clear and crisp, 7. Show more activity behind, a little bit more uphill balance. More activity, still a 7 though. Nicely sitting, slight loss of activity, could be more active, a 7. Well collected through the corner. Could be a little more uphill in the change, but nicely jumped through from behind, a 7. Well collected, could be more active and more under behind, 7. Well prepared, could show a bit more activity behind, more up in the shoulders, a 7. Active uphill canter, change could be more expressive, 7.5. Active strides, could be more up in the shoulders, a 7. In the extension, the change, fluid and through from behind, could jump more uphill, a 7. An 8. And a square halt with the hind legs a little out behind, a little bit early and low in the pole, 6.5. The pace is a 7. Impulsion a 7. Submission a 7. Position and effect a 7. Yeah, 7, but let's do 7.5. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. That was lovely. Really lovely. Highlights for me, it was very steady through the test, very harmonious. Looks like it belongs in the level that you're showing. Things to improve, sometimes the hind leg gets a little slow and a little out behind. I'd like to see a little more up and carrying through the shoulders. You could say it's clearly in collection though, but for 8s, 9s, 10s, more uphill, more engagement, more carrying behind, especially in the canter work. But he collected nicely for the working pirouettes. And the changes are nicely jumped through from behind, but again, would like to see just a little more uphill. And I stuck with an 8 for the 3 tempies because it's 4th level. You know, there was so much to like about them. But but I wouldn't argue with a 7.5, people saying, oh, it needs to come more up. But you can't really say it's on the forehand ever. Just needs to flex the haunches more and come a little bit more up the hill. And you probably agree, you feel that yourself. And you can see it in some of the transitions. You're a very clever rider. The transitions are very smooth, but they could be a little more crisp, you know, for the really big marks. You know, there's a difference between training the horse and riding in a show. And when you ride in the show, you know how much you can ask for without creating an issue, right? You know, you're not going to really go all out if you know that you're going to have trouble with the transition, or, you know, and in this case, I don't know where this ride would score, probably close to 70, like maybe 69 or something. And that's a quite respectable score. But is this a horse you're going to move up to Prix St. George? Okay, so moving up to Prix St. George, we need to get a little more suppleness of the haunches, for sure. Especially in the canter, so I'm thinking, maybe, are you okay with working a little more in the canter, and then maybe at the end we can do a little trot? Yeah, okay. Let me just think what I want to do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, super. Super, and why don't you start on the circle? And then I have an idea. Okay, I know what you're going to do. Pick up the left lead when you're ready. I know. What a cool horse. Thank you for coming, by the way, because I know that she's like a last minute fill-in for someone. It was so nice of her to come with her horse. Okay, so before we do this exercise, show me some transitions within the canter. So let's do half a circle medium, half a circle collect. And it's when you collect him that you have to get him a little more excited from your leg and maybe a little touch with the whip. Because he goes, but I want to use that energy from the going to get him to flex his haunches and come a little under behind. So develop your medium from B to E, get some energy, cover some ground, and then by E, you're gonna stretch up and drop your hands down and bring your legs back, and a little bit touch with a whip, and now lighten your aids. Yeah. And then again, medium canter. Ready? And go. And go. And now stretch up, legs down and back. Half halt, give, touch with whip, and giving, and go on. Good. So it's in the collecting part that you're going to create more bending and suppling of the haunches. And you have to decide in your half halts how long to hold your half halt. With this guy, you probably want to go sort of half halt, give, half halt, give, half halt, give 3 times in a row, rather than sort of hold, hold, hold. So try that again. Medium canter. And then legs back, drive the hind legs under, and then half halt, give, half halt, give, half halt, give. Good, nice. Does he feel a little nicer in the uphill? Super. Do that one more time. Big, and big, and big. And now legs back, hands down, half halt, give, half halt, give, half halt, give, half halt, give, legs. Good, beautiful. And then out again. Now he's not leaving his outside hind hanging behind him as much. And as judges, you guys have to watch the outside hind too, not just the inside hind, that it's not hanging out behind the horse. We want to tuck it under. Yeah, like that. Beautiful. Super. Okay, so now we're going to try something. I want you to canter a 20-meter square. Okay, that has 4 90-degree corners. And on the long side part, you're going to ride shoulder 4. Then you're going to half halt, half halt, half halt, ride a quarter pirouette, and then haunches in. And then you're going to ride a quarter pirouette and shoulder 4. So shoulder 4 on the rail part, and then travers on the open part. And I don't mind if it's a little bigger square, but I want you to use these 4 corners as an opportunity to half halt and lower the quarters, and then turn a little quarter pirouette, and then continue in the travers. Inside leg more active. Inside leg. Good. Good boy. Half halt, quarter pirouette, and shoulder 4. Yes. Beautiful. She does a beautiful job of releasing after the half halts. Quarter pirouette and travers. Inner leg more active. Yes. Quarter pirouette and shoulder 4. Come. Yeah, and keep going a little in the same tempo. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Don't slow them down too much for the quarter pirouette. You don't have to be so, yeah, keep the flow of the canter more. Come. Jump, jump, jump. Good boy. In that tempo. Shoulder 4. Continue, continue, continue. Collect a little bit. Quarter pirouette in that tempo. Come, come, turn, turn, continue. Inner leg, inner leg. Yeah. Continue. Shoulder 4. Come. Come on. Little tick tick with your leg. Come on, hind legs. And then release. Nice. That's it. Jump, jump. Good. Continue. Come, 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 come. Same tempo. Quicken your seat a little. Quicken your leg and seat a little. Yes. Nice. Shoulder 4. Good. Beautiful. Yes. Yep. Canter. Yep. If you need to refresh the energy, then go down the long side, do a medium. That's where we don't want to be like too, strict about it. If the horse loses energy, you need to refresh. Yes. And now legs back, collect. Half halt, give, half halt, give. Good boy. Nice. Super. Super. Go ahead and change rein with a flying change when you're ready. Good. That was gorgeous. Do you notice that one was more up in the shoulders? Like that was easily an 8. Wouldn't even give it another thought. Super. And so now do the 20 meter. And we're going to do the same prep. Medium canter for half the circle, and then jumpy, jumpy, collected canter. Just do that a few times. Nice. Half halt, give, half halt, give. Go on. Go on. Yep. With him, you need to feel an underlying forward willingness, forward goingness. Don't slow him down so much when you collect him. You want to think a little more go when you collect him. Yes, yes. Super. Because he already wants to be slow. I mean, he's a really nice horse. I don't mean that in a negative way at all. We just want to say, hey, come on, I need those hind legs for Pre-St. George. Good. A little touch with the whip. Touch. Yes, reward. Super. And you can, if you feel like he's gonna want to change behind when you touch him, you can always switch the whip to the outside. Okay, that's totally up to you. And go. The bend is lovely. The alignment is lovely. It's a really educated pair. Good. And leave. Super. So for you, I would say when you collect the canter, you almost want to bring more energy into the collecting part than the going part with him. So you want to get kind of busy like you're late for an appointment. Yeah, good, awesome, reward, super. Are you ready to do the square exercise? Does he need to stretch first? What is your feeling? You want to just do it? Okay, so whenever you're ready, you're going to do the square exercise on this lead with the quarter pirouettes. But again, don't slow the tempo down so much in the quarter pirouettes. Make it more fluid. Think about the 3-beat canter, starting with the outside hind. Canter, canter, canter. Keep going. Rock back and turn and keep going. Nice, way better. I mean, it's only a quarter pirouette. It only takes like 2 strides and you're done. Yep, go. Good. And in the travers part, remember your inside leg for the energy. And in the shoulder 4 part, remember you have an outside leg. Yes. Now wrap them around your inside leg. Jump, 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 travers. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, shoulder 4, jump, jump. A little quicker. Good. Rock him back. Inner leg, wrap him around, travers. Drop your weight in your right leg more. Sit more on the right side, just a teeny bit more. That's it. That's good. Sorry, I didn't notice that sooner. You're hanging it just a tiny bit to the left. You really want to sit over the inside hind. That was way better. Yeah, one more round in the square exercise. Yeah, keep developing the bend under the saddle. Make it clearly travers and clearly shoulder 4. Yeah, sit to the right, hollow the girth more around your right leg. Yeah. Nice. Look at how good he's sitting now. Super. I think we need to go forward now, because this is really hard work for the horse. So yeah, ride some medium, and then, gosh, I don't really want you to repeat the tempies because they were so good. Do you want to repeat the tempies to see if you can get them more uphill and like, okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Oh, look how good. Wow. That was awesome. And now legs back, hands down, half halt, give, half halt, give, half halt, give, touch of the whip, and giving. Good boy. So use the collecting aids to quicken him and activate him. That's a way more flexing hind leg now. Look up, sit up. Yes. Uphill. Uphill. Good. Super. Good boy. Okay, when you're ready, collect the canter and then do a trot transition just by dropping your weight in your heels and waiting. Yes, yes, and a little half halt. Good. Now medium trot. Hands down and go. Wow. Now legs back, hands down, collect and give, collect and give, collect and give, touch with the whip. Nice. Does he do half steps? Let's see, I want to see. Because half steps would be great for him too, but make sure you drop your hands down. Good. Oh, what a good boy. And out. Nice. Do it again by E. And think about closing the hind legs under, getting the hind legs to step closer and closer to the front legs. Hind legs closer to the front, so it's not so passagey. And go out again. Yeah. Yeah, and then one more time. Just shorten and give, 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 shorten and give. Yeah, better, and out. Good. I think passage is going to be his thing. Piaffe, he will learn. But when it's time to teach him that, you need to make sure that you are being clear, you know. Half steps without passagey. Yeah, better, and out. Good boy. Super. No, I think he's going to be super fun to train. You can stretch him down. That's enough. Yeah. I could go on forever, but I think the horses are tired. Yeah. So, yeah, get your alignment, though. To do a little more stretching. I didn't like that. I'm really picky. Try not to overbend the neck in the stretching, otherwise he's popping his right shoulder out and he's not filling up the reins enough from behind. More go. Yeah, less neck bend. Put the withers more in the center of the hips. Yeah, and then let them stretch down. Good. So even in the stretching, I'm really strict about this stuff. You still have to have the alignment right. Because then they really fill up the rein and really come through. Yeah, that looks great. Really good. Okay, now I'm happy. Awesome. Fun horse. So does that make sense when you do the very collected? You have to kind of get a little more excitement in the canter so he learns to jump up under himself and to bend the haunches and get a little quicker, because he got way better. And way more up in the shoulders, too. You're a good rider. Thanks for showing us that.
Good boy.
Okay, Maddie, you're now hired as our demo rider because you need the clapping, you know, for that alone. Maddie filled in for us for a rider that had to pull out because of her horse last night and sent me through the paperwork about 9:30 at night. So the poor thing got wrangled into this very last minute. So thank you so much for
Bravo.
getting them together and getting you both here today, and to your mom for making all of that happen. Can I have you guys take a photo?
Oh, yep.
Thank you. I think we all have a horse that goes, or all know a horse that we can apply some of the principles that Sandy used here today. You know, and that term that she used of use the collecting aids to quicken and activate. You know, I think that was really important for us as a just a general takeaway. You know, some of this stuff sometimes is so simple that we overlook it. You know, and it's like, yeah, but we all saw the improvement. We saw the energy come up, and we saw the activation come better.
I think it helps. It helps the rider mentally connect to the hind leg. And it's just bringing the leg a smidge back. And it just brings the rider's consciousness to what's happening behind and under, rather than immediately to the hand. Because you say, collect your horse, and a lot of riders will just start in the front. Whereas like down transitions should be ridden from behind. And you hear people say that, ride them from behind, ride them from behind. What does that mean? You know, but if you bring your leg just a little bit back, it reminds you, oh, I need to close my leg a little bit in the half halts so the horse can come under from behind and then close the fingers, not the other way around. I think that's why. Yeah. It's a good question. Hind end consciousness. Yeah.
I think we can go up now, Dee. You stay beside
I'm
me.
lazy.
Hi, do you find that head tilt tends to occur more to the supple side, or can it happen to the stiff side as well?
The head tilting?
Yeah.
Good question.
No.
Sometimes you just see it to both directions, you know, but usually it's worse on the hollow side. Yeah. Yeah.
And that would suggest basically the horse isn't bending that much through the body.
Alignment and stretching equally through both reins. Yeah. And it's interesting, like when you hear Kara Kirkland teach, she never tells people to put the horse on the outside rein. She always says ride them through
You
both
stay
reins.
beside me though.
I mean, that's like a really different philosophy, but it works for her. It's just kind of an interesting thing to think about. Yeah. But it comes from the asymmetry in the horse. Yeah.
It is a good point though, we have to ride the horse equally forward into both reins, you know, and I think sometimes when we focus on one or the other, then we end up trying to make more weight or a stronger connection in one or the other, as opposed to we actually need that alignment over the whole top line.
Yep. And we need to bend and supple the stiff side and align the hollow side. So you do have to ride each side of the horse differently.